This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. On that Pittsburgh sideline, a look there at the Steelers head coach. This team facing some early adversity, 0-3 to start this campaign. The other sideline, the head coach of Cincinnati. Her squad ready to go as kickoff approaches. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Gonna be a wet one as we're underway in Cincinnati. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They're led by the former Longhorn. At quarterback, it's Quinn Ewers.
Individually, he comes in today's game, Mike, feeling really confident. He had a great week last week, 4 touchdowns, had that 1 interception. That was a bad decision, but there's a lot to build off of. The problem is it came in defeat. So now the question is, can he elevate his play even more? Eliminate a few of the bad decisions, and along the way, bring along some better performances out of the guys around him. If he can pull that off, I think they got a great shot.
The first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Out of the gun, here's Ewers. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
We'll try to run for it with Williams. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A pitch comes to Williams. And a good run there. And get him 5 yards. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected.
I think you got to go for it here, Mike. They've had this impressive opening drive where they've marched their way all the way down into the red zone, and the last thing you want to do here is settle for 3. This is the chance. Set the tone for the rest of the game, and let's see what they dial up here on fourth down. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field positions to start this drive. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs after an 0-4 start.
A gain of 4 yards.
We'll keep it on the ground with Genty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line. The next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
He's got the tight end, Adam Trotman. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for Steelers. First down. 2 yards on the play. First down, Steelers.
Here's a handoff to Genty. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
The motion man is Nakua. Now, faking the give. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd and 11.
He was covered by Henry Toho.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll try to set up the screen to Genty. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Steelers first down.
Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's swung out to Krosky-Merritt. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and he's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
Tight end going in motion here.
And 6.
He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. 14 on the pickup. That's a Steeler first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
Steelers first down. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
They'll run it here, and it's Connor. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get a 2nd effort, and he is in. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, touchdown Pittsburgh. That is 1st touchdown this year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Is good. Makes the score Steelers 7, Bengals 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Charlie Jones now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
Down at the 28-yard line.
A play fake, and now it's Ewers. Back left side, that's the tight end, McBride. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Williams. He'll work forward for a couple. Cedric Gray there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing from the gun is Ewers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 8 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Ewers. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good. Pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more practice to score touchdowns.
The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. The motion man is Nakua. They'll start the drive with Krosky Merritt. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Brings up second and 8.
Our run inside. Here's Connor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's third and 7.
Third down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Ewers on first down. Shaheed with the catch. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They run over center with Williams. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
Gain of 4 yards. That's good.
So after 1, it's the Steelers with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. as we are ready to get back underway. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
Tackle made at the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw is Ewers. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Third and 10. Ewers looking to throw. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals are back within 1. It's 7-6.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. It's a Cincinnati 1st down. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now, Ewers. He gets it to Samuel, left side. 3rd and 2. Here we go.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll run it with Williams. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense, to be honest. It was 4th and 3, and they picked up 8. On the ground, this is Williams. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Thompson on the stop. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
They go play action with Ewers. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Hall.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Steelers' offense make their way out to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll get this off to Genty. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. The motion man is Nakua. On the handoff, this is Genty. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
This returnable from inside is on 40. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. They'll begin here on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll go with Williams. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Here's Ewers. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
He gets this one to Samuel. It's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
They'll try the right side this time. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Ewers. His pass taken in by Shaheed. It's a good pickup on 2nd down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Back to the ground after the penalty. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Third and long for Ewers. There's Fant open right side. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. And how about that? Third and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Ewers. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. He'll try to run for it. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Williams. Out of timeout, Cincinnati. That's their second. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard
From back
line.
at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. One more time for Williams. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
That's the score. Bengals 14. Steelers 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping to his left. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
so I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our trip across the NFL starts now. In Glendale, the Cardinals at home to take on the Commanders. And this is Justin Herbert. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Steelers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. First and 10. That one's hauled in the side by McMillan. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
He's down at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
He'll drop to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. First and 10. On the ground, it's Genty. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Once again, it's Genty. He'll manage only a couple. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play. From the 42-yard line, here's second and 8.
At the Bengals 42-yard line.
They'll go again with Genty. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Off the play fake, Ewers. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
12 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's Williams. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
Taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to pick it up. Stick it down inside the 35 for the first down.
7-yard gain. And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
On the give, it's Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 17 to the 17-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
First down, right back to Williams. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Throwing is Ewers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
And the 11.
Throwing from the gun is Ewers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
36-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bengals will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. The motion man is Nakua. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll look to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
This is 3rd and 6. They'll throw out of the gun. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as he'll punch it away for the 4th time today. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Bengals offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. A play fake. Now it's Ewers. Now a shot downfield for Samuels. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, here's Ewers. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Incomplete. Derwin James on the coverage.
On 3rd down, it's Ewers. Has his man, it's Samuel. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a handoff to Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Ewers looking to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Zane Gonzalez on to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out, and he missed it. It's no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
McMillan, the man in motion. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Overrunning in a flash, and he lost the football. And it is recovered by the Bengals. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. Williams hit, and he loses the football. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. We might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. A give, and here comes Williams. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, or 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
They'll go again here with Williams, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Williams. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the shotgun, it's Ewing. Samuel there to make the catch. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
To throw is Ewing. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end. Zane Gonzalez on to try the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll get this complete. Nick Westbrook-Akine. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. You see him get off the quarterback. He's like, man, hold that ball for 1 tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. And you can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him. I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Bengals offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Is the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Ewing. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. That is fielded at the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out, first down and 10. This one broken up. And it's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. McMillan comes in motion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Oh, yeah. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. Now trying to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They send the tight end in motion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A short one into the hands of Troutman. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. A screen set up for Krosky Merritt. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
Just past midfield.
They'll try it now with Genty. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on down. The Bengals offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They're getting closer to a 2nd win on the season. All they got to do is hold on here, and a good drive right now would help. They'll start it 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 40.
2nd down throw for Ewing. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They run over center with Williams. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On the toss, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
Out of bounds down at the 4-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Ewers. And he's in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Bengals. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Gonzalez tacks on the extra point, and the Bengals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll return this from the 10. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Steelers offense ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. This one to the tight end, Trotman. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's McMillan. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. He'll get this off to Genty. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8 from the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8.
Here's a handoff to Genty. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. A gain of 4 yards.
Back to throw. This one pulled in by Westbrook-Akine. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
They'll throw out of the gun. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They get set to take over once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now we'll try to finish in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
It's a quick throw over to Samuel. 3rd and long.
Deebo Samuel. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Throwing from the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Derwin James.
I've been around certain quarterbacks like that who love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
The Steelers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Bengals have got it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
Bengals offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Williams. This defense falls over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
It's another run here for Williams. And much more room to run on this one. Pickup of 8, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Oh, the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
Zane Gonzalez on to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. The Gonzalez kick is good. And the Bengals will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Rodriguez on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Run right up the gut of Genty. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
The 37-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
The catch made by McMillan. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
And the Steelers first down.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
That's good for a Steelers.
From the 50, he'll set him to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
The quarterback sacked. A loss of 7 yards.
He'll find Genty out of the backfield. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Genty. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. The Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
So this one in the win column for the Bengals. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.